nerds, to another episode of Between Nerds. My name is Aldo. I'm here with my co-host Drew. What's up, man?
Hi guys, Drew Elias here. Welcome back to Between Nerds Podcast. This is episode 50 of Between Nerds Podcast. We've been going at this for a full year. Coming in hot, talking about anime and just straight garbage. Thanks for any of our day ones that are still listening this far in, but we made it.
Probably our girlfriends. Thank you.
Our girlfriends and Valentina, and that's like it.
Thank you, guys. Yeah,
we did it.
We did it. 1 year. Fuck, man. I don't know. Last episode was really fun. I had a lot of fun listening to our episode.
I do think that we are both hilarious and that we both deserve $1 million contracts already. I'm just waiting for that
Spotify to hit the door.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Spotify to sponsor us. You can be our only platform. We'll give you exclusivity. It's all right.
Yeah, you can tell us what to say all day long, bro.
Just keep paying me.
Yeah.
But anyway, the month of June is over. Obviously, so we will be discussing the winner of our June giveaway during the Nerd Down at the end of this episode. Thank you for everybody that used hashtag LGBT Nerds.
We had a lot of interactions. Thank you, guys. We are going to give like maybe $40 to
the Borderland Rainbow Center. And
thank you, guys. We did get some entries, so like I said, we'll say that on the Nerd Down.
Yeah. I'll bring up the random number generator on my end. We'll throw the names in a hat, and then we'll randomly generate a number.
Seymour will pick one.
Yeah, and then Seymour the Pug will pick one.
Yes.
And that's exactly how this is going to go. But yeah, stay tuned to the end for that. But at the beginning of this episode, we'll be going over it at the end. But at the beginning of this episode, we do want to set y'all up with the hashtag for the month of July, which is hashtag Lady Nerds.
Lady Nerds.
That is hashtag LADYNERDS.
Yes, so please use it to be entered to the giveaway. Again, new hot shit, new anime shit, you know?
Yeah, so by using hashtag Lady Nerds in the original tweet or Instagram post, you will automatically be entered into our July giveaway. And for every like and retweet on original tweets and Instagram posts using hashtag Lady Nerds, we will be giving to Mija Yes You Can.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Because ladies can do this too.
Ladies can do this too.
Well, probably better than me, because I can't do it at all. Is there a mijo, like you're trying your best? Like I need that nonprofit.
Probably.
But for now, I'm okay with Mija Yes You Can. So please use hashtag Lady Nerds.
But today, we get brought to a new world, a new isekai fucking anime.
Yeah, it is an isekai technically.
To us,
this is probably the first non-fantasy isekai
probably
I think I've ever seen. Well, it is fantasy. It's fantasy too. I forgot.
But fuck, it's crazy.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the Drew question. Aldo Mendez, what is the Saga of Tanya the Evil?
I don't know, man. It's Nazi Germany, but then I have a more conflict inside to because I'm rooting for the Nazis. but then I'm like, well, they shouldn't have done that. These guys have mages.
There's not really an ethnic genocide. It's like an alternate world where instead of there being two world wars, there's just one great war in the 1920s, and you're rooting for a middle-aged Japanese man that was reincarnated into an Aryan child.
It's crazy. It's like NGE is like the Bible version in anime version. Like this is like a World War II documentary in anime version.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's so weird. It's so fucking crazy, by the way. Great animation.
Yeah, and shout out to Studio Nut. Studio Nut knows what's up. This is technically the second work by Studio Nut that we've seen, because we've seen FLCL Alternative when we did our Fully Coolly episode. So shout out to them and their nut. But well, okay. So
the name of it, the Saga of Tanya the Evil. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just starting it off. It's like, instead of getting like a real explanation up front, we're dropped right in the middle of a battle, and we know nothing. Like episode 1 is basically seen through the eyes of everybody but Tanya, but starting from episode 2 onward, that's where we actually get like the inner monologue and thoughts of Tanya. Tanya von de Kurashov.
Von de Kurashov, yeah. Man, it's crazy. I didn't know what I was getting into when I was starting with watch this anime, but it's really cool.
I don't know if you remember, but this anime was suggested on Twitter to us by John Venegas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like the day after he recorded with us, he just had some bomb recommendations for us, so shout out to John.
Yeah, I do remember, because he said, it's a pretty cool isekai, and like we said, we the first episode, it's very well, like I said, it looks like a war documentary, and the way it's animated is really fun, because you're just seeing like this old school kind of trench war fight going on between
it's like the History Channel. It's like the History Channel but anime.
Exactly. And we start seeing like this fucking flying people that just bombing shit, which are the mages, because in this fucking world the military has fucking mages.
Yeah, because like it's a lot like World War II, and it's a lot like World War I, because it's trench warfare, but it's also the German Empire, and
which
it's also
happened to World War II.
And also against like a bunch of commies who they never actually call Soviets, but they call him the Federation or something like that.
The Federation, yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing like geographical warfare, political stuff. Third party E with like the English Empire too, but episode 1 is just a lot of like it wants you to be impressed right away. It's just like big ass explosions, people zipping and zooming around, and just like this fucking Nazi woman like praying to God before she blows up thousands of people.
By the way, great sound effects for like the ballistics and the explosions is very good.
And you can tell they put some money into the voice actors in the background too, because you can hear people getting shot.
Yeah, so you're like, just people just dying in the back. My leg.
It doesn't sound cheap.
No,
but I'm glad you brought up the sound, because you're right. I think the sound effects are excellent, but the music is absolutely atrocious.
Did you like the intro?
No, that shit's garbage.
Really?
That shit is straight trash.
I was like,
you like,
dude. I thought it was good.
It sounds like somebody making fun of like 2003 like European trance.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be.
No, it's worse. It's so much worse.
It's just funny. It's funny because it's so Germany. There's something so Germany about it.
Honestly, I didn't even make the correlation between like Germany. It just reminded me of some garbage shit, because I used to live in Germany.
Correct.
I lived in Germany for like 2 years, and I remember going to like
Nazi.
Oktoberfest over there isn't just like beer fest like we think of it like the movie.
Yeah.
It's an actual like 2-3 week festival. You know what I mean? Like it's a carnival and shit. Like you can really go out in random towns in the German.
People will have stuff.
Yeah, and there's pommes frites and like bomb ass food and like really fancy bratwurst and roller coasters and rides and all this shit. But I remember walking around all these, and the music that they were playing, which would have had to have been like popular music, right? Because if I go to like Disney now, they're playing like just straight pop tunes, right? So this was popular music to them, and it's just like some fucking like, and like I listen to a good amount of like EDM music, don't get me wrong, but
Eurotrance.
Yeah, but this is like beyond that. Like the music of Tanya the Evil is like some distorted.
I thought it was great because I made that correlation.
I don't believe you. I can't tell if you're being facetious or not. I literally cannot tell if you're lying.
I'm not being facetious. No, I swear to God, you can ask me that I was jamming out to the fucking song.
And the intro and the outro song is like trash too.
Yeah,
like,
the outro, I don't really like the outro, but the intro is fucking so, I don't know, so Germany about it. It's, I don't know, it's cool.
It's like it's like old 9 Inch Nails, but even more dancey.
Yeah, and then the lyrics are so crazy. Sound so.
I didn't even read it. Like the music was so bad. I watched like the visuals once, and then after that I was like, never again. I'm never watching this the rest of these episodes. But you're right. So we see this Tanya chick, and like we see her leading First Lieutenant de Kurachov. Like her rank is actually important because we see it change like 3-4 times, and she's leading like a small company of mages because like it's a warfare. They've lost a few people and it's just 4 of them. It's like Tanya, one other female officer, and like these 2 dudes. And she basically orders like Tanya orders the 3 other people to like kind of back off and she'll take care of it. But like the guys are so headstrong or whatever, and they kind of like keep going and get in her way. So then after that, that's where they try to show us that like she's actually evil.
Yeah.
By sending them to what is it? It's like a bunker, right?
Yeah.
So she demotes them from like flying in the skies to just hiding out in a bunker because she knows that that's easy pickings for like enemy soldiers because they just need to throw like a grenade or something in this one bunker and it's going to blow up all these guys.
Yes. And that's in the first episode where she makes them dig the holes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But a little bit before that, we have like this a little bit of a dialogue that she is telling her thoughts to like this also like up-ranking officer,
right, about
what she thinks about the war. And then she mentions that they should do like battalions, like mage battalions, to do the dirty work first, right?
Was that in this episode? Because like I think that might be like a little bit. It doesn't matter what order it goes in, but you're right. Like I want to say it's like episode 3 or 4, but she's talking to one of the generals. Because like a lot of episodes in this anime will have our platoon led by Tanya of mages just going around killing shit. And then we'll immediately cut in the middle of the battle to like a room full of generals. And Lieutenant Colonel Rarugan, like the smart, most Japanese guy looking out of all these Germans.
Yeah.
Just like, they'll just be like discussing the warfare and discussing like what Tanya's doing and like the actual like logic behind it and like what to do next. And it's one of those generals when she gets sent back from the front lines that because Tanya's whole thing is that she wants to stay away from battle. Yes. She's the most like overpowered mage. She's only like 12 years old and she's on the front lines and the most capable soldier. But she keeps the funny part about Tanya the Evil that I love the most that you would not get from the trailers is that it's kind of a comedy at the same time, like a dark comedy. Because, yeah, she's murdering all these fucking people. She's a savage. Like, she doesn't care about anybody's well-being. But she's hyper selfish to the point that it's hilarious. Because her whole goal is to live as long as possible.
It's fucking crazy, dude. She's fucking crazy, and she knows a strategy, and she advances the lines like more and more and more, and just killing all these people. And I'm sorry if I skipped all the way to 3, but then there's a flashback where we have the past life.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Just let me finish. Let me just top episode 1 up. Okay. So we meet Corporal. Oh, fuck. I had a problem with her name. I was trying to practice her name before I came here, but her last name's Serebyakov. Serebyakov. Okay, Corporal Serebyakov. Like she's like. I think she's best girl in this whole thing because she's absolutely fucking hilarious. Because in episode 1, we're seeing things through her eyes, and like she's just this average fucking maid just watching Tanya just murder all these fucking people, and she's like, "Yo, this bitch is an absolute savage," and she's 12 years old. And the end of the episode is just reiterating that like Tanya will just kill you if you're in her way.
Go ahead.
No, yeah. And that's like the end of episode 1, which is just like all this epic fighting, and we have no idea why any of it's happening.
And the way these battles are taking place, it's like almost like it turns to a game of Quidditch at some point. It's just, it seems like this soldier, like this World War II themed Quidditch game was going on, but they fly like in this like cyborg leg that they have under one of their legs.
Yeah, like different armies will have different, or I guess air
mechanisms.
Yeah, so some of them look like horses, like metal contraption horses. The Empire's is literally just a steel boot that flies them around with a giant like bomb energy pack on their chest.
And they're pretty much their air forces. Yeah, you're right.
But then they have actual planes and bombers too. You know what I mean? So like this is like a super complicated air force.
And then this world that we're in, apparently, like, you know, not everybody gets to be a mage out of the humans that become, you know, that are born in this place.
Right.
So you have less mages. People know about mages. and they're usually military, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because, so you're right. So going from there to episode 2, the actual prologue, we learn about who this guy actually was. Because in his previous life, he's never named. But he was a Japanese businessman, and he was like an HR representative or something. But his only job was just to fire people.
And he didn't hate it.
Yeah, he didn't hate it. He saw it as a means to an end, because it's like, if I do such a good job firing all these people, then they're going to promote me, and I'm going to be at the top of the company someday. Like, just straight capitalist monster. You know what I mean? Like,
let's do this.
And it's like if you've ever seen How I Met Your Mother, there's like a whole episode about Barney Stinson doing something like this, and the joke about that is that Barney thinks, again, that he's just doing it for a check and he's just trying to get money and be good with the company, but he gets like strangled by the end of the episode, which is kind of what happens here.
Okay.
Because like our unnamed Japanese salaryman, he's just hanging out on a train platform after firing somebody, and that same guy he fired pushes him in front of a train.
Yep.
So he gets like that hyper extended like last moment at life where he sees like rain droplets, super slow motion falling. All the people around him are like very like slow reacting.
Frozen, yeah.
But like it's like how in movies they show when somebody has too much adrenaline, like it seems like you're moving so much quicker than everything around you. But at that same moment, he's having this like this moment of shock. People start talking to him at his speed. And it's God, like it's air quotes God. It's being X. It's this all-powerful being between all dimensions, between all realities, that wants nothing more than to be just praised.
Fucking God.
And that's what's savage there, because this guy like doesn't believe in God. He doesn't want to worship God. Like his God is the almighty dollar and being as successful as possible.
It reminds me of that meme with Captain America and Loki and Thor, I think, and it says literally knows two gods is still Christian or something like that. But yeah, like and the God tells them that, oh well, if you want to you can have a second chance at life, just praise me. Yeah. And he's like, nah, fuck that. He's like,
I'm not nobody's bitch.
and like, this is past life. This is a male character, grown up, you know, executive guy. And he's like, no, fuck that. It's like, all right, I'm gonna make you into a Nazi little girl then. And then,
well, so he starts calling him being X, right? Because he's so blasphemous, he can't even call you God. Like, you are nameless being X.
Lowercase X.
It is a capital X, actually.
It is a capital.
But the thing about it is that this is a punishment, because being X's motivation here is that he wants more than anything to get pre-Tanya, this guy's soul, who ends up being Tanya, to just praise him, to just actually believe him and give him praise. Because you hear being X like controlling different people's voices and just talking to him through like nature, and it's super trippy because it's like he's just controlling all these people because it's fucking God, right? So he can speak through anybody. And he's telling him just like, nobody in this day and age believes in me anymore. Nobody fucking appreciates me. Back in the day, everyone would pray to me all the time when everybody was murdering to each other. They wanted nothing more than my salvation. And now I can't get it at all. Things are too safe here. And again, this guy's dying because he's about to get hit by a train in slow motion, and he's still like, fuck that. Like, I hate you. I can't stand the idea of like being your bitch, and I just want to be the most successful me that I can be. So the punishment of being reincarnated into this little Nazi girl is that by the end, he's not gonna get another chance to being reincarnated. This second life is his last chance, unless in this next life he can learn to praise God and actually like respect him and like appreciate his authority.
And it doesn't really dive too much into it. Like, now we follow Tanya, and Tanya's Tanya. Like, she's not remembering her past life.
Yeah, Tanya's the Japanese man. Like, yeah. Well, he does though.
But he thinks back that moment that he died, but we don't really follow any of his past life motivations.
No. Like, we don't. We just know he wanted to have a good life.
Correct.
And so, but like, it sucks because like Tanya's born in an orphanage, and like the minute when he's still an orphan, an infant, he's like, wow, like I'm really inside of a tiny Nazi girl right now. This sucks so fucking bad.
The reason I mentioned is because a lot of isekais, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they want outs, or they're just like panicking in their own fucking weird way, like Kazuma or like.
Well, Kazuma liked it at first because he's a fucking loser. He started seeing bitches with boobs and like all this cool shit, and he was like, "Oh, I can do magic powers too." Like,
I guess like Subaru.
Subaru was excited too. He thought it was a video game, and then Subaru like started. I don't know what. Fuck, we've seen too many fucking isekais. Everything's too much of an isekai.
Everything's an isekai.
Everything's an isekai. My life's an isekai. But anyways, so even as Tanya, this guy has clearly seen the power of being X, the power of God, and he's still like, fuck that, I am in no way possible ever giving this God my actual praise.
So the mages, you were telling me, through these gems that amplify their powers, they're also powered by you praying more.
Right. So like, Tanya, because he lived a past life and he knows how World War I and World War II happened, even though it's 1924, it's clear that like a 20th century world war is going to happen, right? So at the orphanage, they test her for her magical aptitude, and it's like off the fucking charts. Like, she breaks the fucking machine. But then she volunteers for the army, thinking that like because she's such a skilled mage, she's gonna be like super safe and sent to the background and like not really be relied upon. And that's what I'm saying. That's like the writing trope here, is that she keeps stumbling upwards. Like, she wants nothing more than to be like the useless fucking soldier that stays at the back of the line and
to relax.
Yeah, to relax and in no way be harmed and just be safe. But like first, she's such a powerful mage, she has to join the army. She's such a good fucking student that she gets promoted right away. And she's such a skilled fucking mage that she gets sent to the front fucking line. She does so good in her first frontline battle by herself that she becomes a drill sergeant. As a drill sergeant, she defeats an entire platoon by herself and then gets given a fucking Medal of Honor award.
The head count that fucking Tanya has, bro. I mean,
she has like thousands by herself.
Initially, she just like I said, prays to fucking God, and just you can see this charge up in the gun, in her eyes, and just like annihilates a little fucking camp. It's fucking crazy.
Well, and it's made easier because, like we were saying, it's a blend of World War I and World War II, because it has the trench warfare aspect of World War I. It's just thousands of guys in fucking trenches, and she just murks all of them. But yeah, so like I was saying, she goes to like an experimental district, and she thinks like, oh my god, this is going to be my easiest assignment yet. Like, I'm going to be nowhere near battle. But she keeps getting fucked with, to the point that like this new mad scientist she's working with to make equipment keeps making this gem, like you were talking about, that amplifies and lets them actually use like military equipment with their magic by amplifying the magic through this gem. He keeps making this experimental gem that keeps exploding in her fucking face, and she almost dies like 3-4 fucking times.
Yeah.
So she doesn't even get out of this situation until one night, after like the third time the gem blows up in her face, being X comes to her in her sleep. God comes to her in her sleep and is like, hey Tanya, you're still not fucking worshiping me. Why aren't you doing that? Don't you see how much this shit sucks? I can kill you right now and you're not gonna be reincarnated. And she's like, fuck you, fuck this. Like, I'm gonna live however I want. Like, throw at me whatever you want. I'm not fucking doing it.
I love in some of her speeches like throughout the season. Like, there's one speech in particular that she's like, we're gonna no, she's like almost praying to God, and she's like, fuck you, God, like, we're gonna fucking destroy you.
That's like the season finale. She's talking to like her whole platoon,
and it gets so fucking like weird for everybody, and they're like, she's like, you guys with me? Yeah.
And I love all her soldiers, and when she gets like a whole platoon to herself, because they're so like, she's literally a 12-year-old girl, but they all like respect her and are fucking terrified of her because she has like this supreme aptitude to magic. Because the gem keeps exploding because it's trying to tune her magic. Like, the gem has no magic of its own. And she has so much magic that it gets, like...
breaking the stones.
Yeah, it keeps breaking the stone, or, like, the new experimental one keeps, like, overcharging it. Like, she can't, like, sustain it. Like, she needs to be able to control it.
And, like, her character design, she has, like, almost like a power battery, like a power supply that charges before... You know, so you can have the energy, that thing that she has on front.
Yeah,
right?
so it looks like a whole fucking bomb strapped to her chest. So every time it explodes, it's this fucking thing. So she, at that night, she curses out God, curses out being X. And the next morning, she's like, okay, cool, we're done with these experiments, I'm out of here. But that same mad scientist is like, God spoke to me last night, and he told me how to attune this magic. And instead of trying to tie it down to fit your feebly magic attempts to control it, I should just amp it up further. And somehow she gets, like, talked into just, like, doing the experiment again, even though she, like, desperately doesn't want to.
Yeah.
So it's such an overpowered gem at this point. It's literally gonna explode, like, the minute she's in the air, and she's just like, I can't get away from this one. Because before, she's been putting up, like, a magic force field between, like, her and the explosion to protect herself. But this one's gonna be so big, like, she can't protect herself. So then again,
God comes back.
God comes back. Being X comes back. He's like, hey, little bitch, I see that you're still not worshiping me. So I've done something, and you can't take off this gem on your chest. Not only that, but the only way for you to tune the magic properly so that it doesn't explode is if you worship me. If you praise my name right now, then you can use all this badass magic power, and you can be the greatest fucking soldier. And she's still just, like, fucking cursing him out. She's like, no, fuck you, I'm not doing that, it's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. But, like, she has to do it. She has to praise God. So you hear her saying things like, dear Lord, please help deliver me from my sins and help me, like, channel your power into myself and all this stuff. And then she learns to control the gem, and that's what makes her so overpowered. And that's the joke in every time she's in a battle when she's praying, because she hates God.
And that kind of dialogue fucking confused me a little bit, because I was like, is there like a mistranslation here? Because I'm like, is V and X, and then, like, are they probably praising something else that is not God?
No,
but
she's talking the same thing, but it's because of the curse. Because she'll be saying, dear Lord, because you're right. Most of the scenes where she's doing this is, like, she's looking down the barrel of her gun. That's how they fight. That's how the mages fight. They, like, imbue their guns and their bullets with magic and with magical energy, and then just blast it everywhere. That's, like, the main source of fighting. But when she does her mega explosion and you see the gun blow up and, like, this magic scope appears over the gun and you see it locking on, and she's saying things like, dear Lord, please give me the power to save these men from themselves and deliver them onto you, and some psycho fucking shit, you know what I mean? But in her head dialogue, she's saying things like, I can't believe I'm saying this stupid bullshit. This is the dumbest fucking thing I could be saying right now.
Yeah.
Because fuck being X and fuck all this. And I can't believe I'm being expected to say this, but it's my only way out of this situation.
Yeah, she almost adds, like, you bitch at the end of every praise, bro.
But see, that's why she hates using her overpowered, like, powers. Because she has to kiss being X's ass every time she does so. And she can't stand that. Like, if it were up to her, like, she could just use, like, her technical prowess to just, like, tell people what to do.
Bro, honestly, like, it's a very good anime.
It's good. It's so good.
It's very good. Like, I'm telling you, like, the character design and how they fight, it almost reminds me of, like, AOT's fucking gear. Like the fighting, the gliding and everything.
While watching the movie today, I remember even telling myself, like, half of the show and half of the movie, it's the same scenery. It's literally just them in the sky, just talking to each other and flying around and zipping around. And there's, like, bits of CGI in it where some of the character modeling is CGI, but they'll cut it to 2D speaking and 2D, like, action shots to the point that it's like, oh, okay,
you see it.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I understand. Okay, okay, it's hard. It's hard drawing things flying. Okay, but, like, I remember telling myself, like, damn, like, half of this shit is just them in the sky flying, and I'm still not over it.
And it's so good.
Yeah, it's still good. Like, every time it's just them flying around, I'm like, this is still fire. This is still great.
Because, like you said at the beginning of the episode, this doesn't, like, give you, like, a fucking explanation. It just drops you in bits and pieces, because we jump from conversations with generals, we cut to conversations with the second lieutenant, we cut to conversations with pretty much what with the other Asian Japanese guy, the other general.
Oh, he's not a general, but he's always hanging out with the generals. That is Lieutenant Colonel Rurugen. Rurugen. Rurugen.
Oh.
Rurugen. I don't know. But yeah, so that's like this whole fucking thing. And that's like the joke of this whole thing is that like she's still such a competent soldier that they have to keep sending her to the front line. So she's going against her own motivations by being good at her job.
Yeah, and she gets kind of put in this situation with that guy that he's like, what do you think about the war? And that's what I was talking about, right?
That's not him.
That's not it? Yeah?
That's not him. It's one of the generals that she's speaking to.
It's one of the generals, not this guy?
Right. So episode 4 is called Campus Life, right? Uh-huh. And it's her on campus after being after being 6 months on the front line. Tanya is still in training to be an officer at the military academy, right? Mm-hmm. And still, so this is General Zatur, and he's in the academy's library, and he meets her. And it's like a big deal that she's a first lieutenant, right? Like a 12-year-old girl is a first lieutenant in the Imperial Army. Uh-huh. Like, this is fucking stormtroopers. You know what I mean? That's like if Darth Vader was fucking 12 years old. Like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Anakin was 12 years old.
No, when he was Darth Vader, he was already like 20-something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But he pulls her to the side. And we get Tanya's inner dialogue where it's like, damn, I'm sitting in front of a general right now. Mm. I can get my assignment to be something super safe and out of the way. And he's all like, what? You're right. This is that conversation where he's like, what do you think about the war? And she's like, honestly, what we really need is a bunch of mages sitting far away from the front line and just hanging out and doing absolutely nothing all day. Mm. And she's trying to say it in a way to that he thinks he's serious and will really give her this assignment. And she keeps like stumbling onto herself thinking that she's convincing him, being like, well, if we had a whole battalion of nothing but mages, which is like a new concept, like what if you had a mage army, why wouldn't you have a whole platoon of mages? But I digress. Whatever. It's whatever. It doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, that's her whole big idea is like, yeah, if it were me, I would get a super talented mage and train a whole platoon of mages, and then they'd be all under this one mage, and then because they're mages, they travel quickly and you can send them absolutely anywhere and they'll just murk everybody. I mean,
some way they have to make it seem like she's like having good ideas. So that's what you would do. In terms of old warfare,
honestly,
you get me?
This feels not even warfare, but like it feels like how I am at work sometimes, because like, so like my job is like, I got a new title 3 weeks ago for the water company where I'm the sustainability program specialist. If you want to know more about water sustainability, listen to one of our bonus episodes from like 6 months ago when I got my master's, because we uploaded my final project for one of my classes to this to our podcast platform. So listen to it if you want to know more about like the kind of like research I do actively or the projects I'm trying to implement. But what I end up accidentally doing all the time is to seem busy so that people don't get mad at me. I end up actually getting busy because I volunteer for projects and I do like such good research that I'm like, hey, I don't want you to think that I wasn't doing anything all week, so here's this badass project that we should maybe do, and it's super dope and awesome and doesn't actually cost that much, and like we'd be sustainable. And they're like, you know what, Drew, actually do research and implement that, and let's get it on board. And I'm like, oh, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Dang it.
That
sounds like your job.
That's my whole work week, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm Tanya Degurachev.
You're Tanya Degurachev. That's a great name.
I just want to be evil, and like no one's letting me.
Yeah, no one's letting me.
No one's letting me be evil. But so yeah, the end of that conversation with General Zatur is like, you know what, Tanya, that's such a badass idea that's your new assignment.
Yeah. You're gonna train the fucking battalion, the 203rd battalion.
Yeah. And and that's work. You know what I mean? It's work. Yeah. Like training a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of brand new mages, and actually getting them to be like a working force. Like,
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
But then she gets excited at the same time because she's like, at least I'm not on the front lines anymore, whatever. But she does such a good job training these guys that they immediately get sent to the front line like a few months later.
To your point that she's like, oh, this is the only time she's evil. I think she's evil all the time. I think you're sympathizing with the Nazis here.
Oh no.
Because fucking she, the first day of training, I think it was badass that she was like, hey, what the fuck you guys doing hanging out over here? It's like, you guys better hurry up and go outside or something. And she starts just blasting them from the sky and it's like, you all have your shovels. You guys better start digging some quick trenches. So one person
Are you gonna get blasted by me?
Are you gonna get blasted? And she's just like, and then she's like, somebody else is coming to get us for our actual training in the morning. So I'll see you in the morning. Just fucking shooting at them. It's fucking crazy.
Because they're mages, so like the Empire has seen that they have a magical aptitude, but they have not been trained to be a mage like whatsoever.
Yeah.
So you're right. Like they just literally have to dig holes, and they're just like trenched up by their superior officer shooting at them all night.
She might have offed like a couple of them.
I think a couple got hurt.
We don't know. We don't know how many people enter the fucking battalion triads.
Because I think she told a couple of them, like, all the injured ones, I don't need them.
Yeah.
Because even before that, there was a trial that even gets selected where it was like she put up a magical projection of like a fake officer sending them to the airport. Mm-hmm. And if they didn't see through the magical projection, then they failed the test. Because if you go to the airport, you're just not part of the platoon. Mm-hmm. And General Zotor is like, dude, like, everyone's losing. Can we just get anybody in this stupid ass battalion?
Yeah.
And at that same moment, the girl from episode 1, Corporal...
Second Lieutenant?
No, Corporal Suribikov.
Oh, yes.
Because I still can't say her name. Victoria?
Uh-huh.
Victoria Suribikov. She's now Tanya's personal assistant. Mm-hmm. But the thing... It's a nice foil that Tanya's foil is literally like her best friend. Like her only friend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very female friendship-y.
But I mean, because Tanya's soul was originally in a dude too, and like I feel like in her monologue, she still thinks of herself as like a middle-aged Japanese man.
Does he?
I think so, sometimes.
Really?
Because you hear her talking like, damn, back in corporate Japan, half these soldiers wouldn't fucking make it. Like it's so hard to be a Japanese businessman or some shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. She does. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
It's very fluid. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't really be tied to like labels or anything like that. Like, Tanya's just Tanya.
Exactly. Like, she's not really going in as a dude all the time. She's Tanya.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not that dude. But then sometimes she does bring him up, but which is weird to think about these moments that you're talking about right now.
I think the comparison that the author is trying to make is that capitalism's basically a battlefield in and of itself. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be a real sympathist. You can't be a real good person if you're a dedicated capitalist at that same moment.
Yeah. Because
the point of being capitalist is that you're very much thinking of yourself and your own profits and motivations as opposed to, like, being a society.
People's bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos.
Because, you know what I mean?
Are you talking about Jeff Bezos?
Kind of. Uh-huh. Shout to Jeff Burnham. But not to go on a tangent, because I know last episode we went on a fuck ton of tangents, but I cannot stop watching Jeff Burnham's, like,
I know.
It's like, because, like, I know we talked about it 3 weeks ago. I know we talked about it. I know I made you and V&A watch it, but I literally cannot stop listening to the music. And I can't stop, like, replying to people's, like, tweets with, like, clips of the movie.
That's fucking
Every time I see somebody mention Amazon doing something stupid or another person dying or like having to drive through a flood with an Amazon truck, I'm just like, it's fucking Jeff Bezos. Like, anything to get that bottom dollar, right?
Yep.
That's why he's a fucking trillionaire and I'm not.
That's crazy.
But anyway, so like she busts the ass of the 203rd Aerial Mage Battalion, and they get actually instated. But the joke here is that they're called the Pixie Battalion. Because she looks like a fucking fairy. Because she's a 12-year-old girl. She's just this little fucking pixie.
She's a young 12-year-old girl leading a battalion,
and all her soldiers are terrified of her. Because you hear it in like every battle. It's like, holy fuck, these commies are gonna murder me. These English dudes are gonna murder me. I don't want to go in there.
Here comes fucking little Tanya and just blasts everybody.
Well, that isn't even what I was gonna bring up. It's just you hear conversations between the soldiers being like, you want to go fight those commies, or do you want to go talk to the Kurachov? And he's like, the commies, I guess. Like,
let's go shoot some commies.
Let's go shoot some commies. I'm not getting my ass lit up by Major the Kurachov.
And like in this world, even before, a little bit before of the point that we're at, they mention they keep showing maps throughout the anime, and it's the same map.
It's literally Europe. Yeah, like, it's literally Europe. Western Europe. Like,
but, yeah, they call it the Empire, which is Germany, and it's expanding through the lines.
They never say the names of the country. It's just like the Federation, the Empire,
the Unified States, which is the US, and then the New Kingdom, I think it is.
Yeah. The New Kingdom's England. Yeah,
exactly, which is the United Kingdom. Yeah. And yes, but so it's.
I forget what they call the French.
There's
the
like
Dacians.
There's this kind of like
it's almost racist
serotonin moment just to see Republicans getting blasted. Cause
they call them the Republic. They call the French the Republic.
Yeah. And just like all this dialogue, like, yeah, let's go kill these Republicans. Like in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah.
Because the French are the French Republic, right? Yeah. So they just call them Republicans, and they're the main antagonists for season 1. Because like. Honestly, that's the whole time I'm watching this. I'm like,
I don't know what's it about. I'm still trying to get the plot, and I'm like, shit.
I was thinking in World War II terms. Like, what was Nazi Germany really thinking in World War II? Like, you were really going to start like a 5-sided war. Just you, Germany, and maybe some Italy. And, like, Japan on the other side of the world doing their own fucking thing. And somehow you were going to take over all of Europe. Like, I literally don't... Because...
Drugs are crazy, bro.
It doesn't make sense. Like, they must have really all been on speed. Like, for real. Because it's like... How the fuck am I looking at this map of Germany and you're surrounded on every side and you're like, yeah, every fucking country on this map that surrounds me, I'm going to war with all of them motherfuckers.
It's like when you drag a used mattress into an abandoned building, bro. In war terms, you're trying to do so much, it's not possible.
What the fuck did you say?
They're all on speed. They're all on crack. You know what I'm saying? It's the war terms of dragging a used mattress into an abandoned building.
That's not a saying.
No, it's not a saying.
Oh, okay. You said it like I was supposed to know that or something. I'm like, that's like a real phrase? Like...
No. I'm just saying, it's too much work. And yeah, you're right. You have to be... I mean, I've heard about fucking Hitler being on crack all the time, so...
Was it crack? Because for sure the soldiers were on speed, right? Yeah. The Nazi soldiers were for sure on speed. Like, don't get me wrong, I have a master's. I've done Adderall before. But, I'm not fucking going to war with Mexico over this shit. Like,
here's some Adderall. Whoa!
I'll shoot anybody now.
I need to go study, guys.
But that's what's so, like, because you hear Tanya, like, multiple times telling all the generals, because, like we're saying, there's, like, it's the war room and Tanya. It's, like, we keep getting cuts between these scenes. It's the war room and Tanya. It's the war room and Tanya. And, like, what about the war room? They're looking at this map and they're like, yeah, we got this shit. I see 5 lines of battle. We got every single one of these. Fuck them.
We're expanding.
Who are you? Like, because even early on, like episode 4 or 5, Tanya's like, dude, we don't have the supply lines for this shit. Like, even when the battalion, the Pixie Battalion gets sent out, she's like, dude, you can't support these lines of these soldiers. Like, nobody's got fucking food. Nobody's got running water. and there's no way this shit lasts. But because she wants to live... Every time she gets shipped out to these situations, she has to defend herself and she ends up going 110% and killing everybody. And they're like, "You did it! We can win any fucking war as long as we have like
Tanya available."
Yeah, Major Dekurachov.
It's great, and there's a big boom in every episode, which I love.
Yeah,
I love
because it has that like that matrixy, almost like after sound kind of thing. It's like boom. Yeah, it's like a dubstep kind of like backwards 808 where it's like boom, and then it like echoes for like a whole second.
It reminds me of that Fire Force.
Yeah. When he does the big boom and then but it's in slow motion. You see the force expanding out. And then it quickly like goes into real time, and it's just like when you see like a nuclear explosion and the air like sucks back in.
They're just
and then it's just like holy fuck, like
that's
like
fucking crazy.
Oh, it's so dope because you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Every episode so like episode 5, my first battalion. We've been stuck on this for a minute, but like the end of that episode is they accidentally get shipped out to like destroy like a factory, and this is where we get like this hilarious moment from Tanya because she's a 12-year-old girl, right? So to not and this is another thing that I didn't understand. I didn't realize how much like Nazi Germany was really worried about international law. If they were, maybe that's just an anime thing, but we see pieces of dialogue from like the generals and Tanya herself being like, we can't kill civilians without warning them first because that breaks international law. Like, was Nazi Germany really worried about that?
Gee, I don't know, brother. But I mean, you know, like those, like when you're a criminal of war kind of things that you do, like you can't fucking go sack a village.
But I don't think of like ethics in World War II, though. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they did have the fucking Chemical Warfare Act afterwards, and everybody kind of follows it.
Afterwards. That's my point. You know what I mean? Because it's like... It doesn't make... So
yes, I get you. Yeah.
But that's the joke here. So they're destroying an enemy supply line by blowing up this factory. It's a factory. It's literally run by civilians. And then you see Tanya up there with her battalion in her little ass fucking Japanese girl voice being like, "Hi, everybody. My name is Tanya Dekurachov, and I'm here to murder all of you. But under international law, I can't kill you
without warning
you first. So please consider this your last warning. If you don't leave within the next 20 minutes, you're all gonna die."
Evil. Because she doesn't talk like that.
She doesn't talk like that.
She has a 12-year-old's voice, but she does not talk like that. She completely changed the voice. Because, yeah, you're right. One of the people were like, "Yo, we can't kill her. We can't kill everybody without warning them first." Like, "Oh, okay, you want me to warn them? I'll warn them." And then she gets the phone, and then she makes the little girl voice to sound less menacing. So everybody in the fucking factory is like,
who's playing prank on? Because you even see
whose little girl got handhold of the intercoms.
Because you even see Saburyakov like looking at her, being like, "Did you really just say it like that? Why'd you do that?"
Yeah.
like that was some evil shit, boss. And they're just like, "Okay, we gave them a chance." It just like a town of like a few thousand civilians,
and one of the big booms is one of those just to kill a shitload of civilians, children, women, dogs, everybody. It's just crazy.
Fucked up, completely fucked up.
Yeah.
And so again, she did such a good job there because she went the extra mile and actually destroyed the supply line. Headquarters is like, "All right, then we're gonna send you to the Rhine." You know what I mean? We're gonna send you to the front fucking line, and you're gonna be killing fucking Nazis and Republicans and like all this shit. And she's like, "God damn it! Like I didn't want to have to do all this." But like episode like 6, Beginning of Madness, might be one of my favorite episodes in season 1.
Episode of Madness?
The Beginning of Madness. Episode 6 of Beginning of Madness.
Oh, The Beginning of Madness. Which one's that one? Remind me.
Okay, so Headquarters concludes that Imperial troops should be able to completely occupy Dacia by winter, and turns their attention to the fact that the Empire is still fighting on 2 fronts, against the Entente and the Republic. And this is where we get like the episode where it's the battalion's first real mission, where they're being sent into like Republican territory. So like if you've ever seen a map of like World War II Germany, they have a northern border that leads to like Norway. right? And the thing about Norway in World War II is that's where, like, that was another point that Germans and Russians were, like, fighting each other. So Tanya's big-ass idea is that to defeat, like, the Allied front of the Republic and the United Kingdom, they're gonna, like, invade the supply line along the northern border at Norden, right? And this is kind of fucked up because we get, like, some mages and we get, like, this long drawn out battle, but this is where we really get a sense of, like, how overpowered Tanya is, because we saw it a little bit in episode 1, but this is where, like, there's like a lateral limit on most mages. Like, they can't fly as high as, like, regular airplanes or bombers. So, like, as soon as a bomber enters the battlefield, everyone just has to leave because
it's a fucking bomb.
You can't even get that high. The thing about Tanya and her overpowered, like, equipment and her overpowered gem, which is also another reason why the battalion got sent out to battle, was because, like, the general tells them, like, well, we're giving your men all this experimental super overpowered equipment and we can't let it go to waste, so we have to send you to war. She's like, why did I fucking volunteer myself for this? Like, this is the stupidest fucking thing, and I can't understand how I keep getting into this situation.
Yeah, it almost gives, like, a Gretzko kind of vibe. Yeah.
But Agretzko's never successful.
Yeah.
Which is, like, the fucked up part about Agretzko.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the 203rd Battalion enters the battlefield, and then they defeat a bunch of mages. You see that she can, like, do rapid firepower, and she's just murking regular mages, and they're all... There's, like, a running theme that every time she enters the battlefield, everyone kind of underestimates her.
Because she's a little girl?
Because she's a little girl. So it's like, who the fuck is this 12-year-old girl leading this battalion of mages? This is, like, I'm not going to take this seriously. But she goes, like, 1,000 feet up into the air. There's a bomber and, like, a bunch of mages below that. And you just see, like, Tanya doing her fake-ass chant to God, being like, Dear Lord, please smite these heathens and give me this ultimate divine light of yours and this power. And it's just this giant fucking, like 500 meter radius fucking explosion blast in the middle of the fucking ground, and everyone around her, even her own men, are like, did she just fucking do that? Like that was too far, maybe. Like, all these guys are just dead now.
Yeah, dude, it is crazy. And I love how, like, throughout the story, throughout the season, like, the rumors have spread to, like, the new armies that she's fighting. Is like, oh, is that the fucking devil?
That's the devil of the ride? What the fuck is that?
It's like, whoa, dude. It's like, she is a fucking devil.
Even within the Imperial army, like, a few of them don't even believe that there's a, like, 12-year-old really running, like, the main force.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be some crazy guy. I don't know.
And you see that in the movie, too. They're like, what? There's really an overpowered 12-year-old girl running this shit. Like, and the end of this episode is kind of fucked up because it's like, so Tanya's trying to sweep up, like, the stragglers, right? And she's trying to get rid of the bombers. And Being X, like, takes over the body of one of these bomber pilots after it lands. And this guy's all fucked up and his limbs are all broken and he has, like, pieces of metal going through him. But Being X still takes him over and is speaking to Tanya through him. And he's just like, Tanya, I told you to worship me and you're still not fucking worshiping me. Please remember that I am your god.
So this is where I got confused too, because she is kinda...
Being X knows it's fake.
Yeah.
Being X knows that she's, like, just doing it to appease the curse on the gem.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, you're right. It's a form of blasphemy because it's like you're saying this, but you don't mean it. So it's fucking blasphemous. And this is where, like, a lot of the fucked up parts with Tanya, we see her shoot somebody, like, 10 fucking times. And that's like... It's like how you can't really make the self-defense argument when you stabbed a dude 23 times or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, there was motivation there.
The first 3, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Everything after that, whoa.
Jacob was telling me about this story about this guy that apparently was hiking with this girl.
Jacob, our local fire person?
Yes.
That was on our Fire Force episode?
Yes.
Okay.
This guy... because of the flash floods, he says that he couldn't find his girlfriend after going hiking. But the thing is that before he told anyone, that happened. He went home. He took a shower. He took a nap. He went to go look for her again, and then decided to tell somebody.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So that's under investigation, I think, currently.
Whoa.
Yeah, crazy stuff. But yeah, back to your point. Tanya's close counter combat, it's sick too, because she uses a little knife and she stabs people.
Oh yeah, all the guns have bayonets on them.
Yeah.
And she's just a savage, because you see her just like ripping people's limbs off and shooting all these people in the face, and like her battalion is there's like you're rooting for them because they're all such a bunch of nice fucking idiots, but at the same time they're killing hundreds and hundreds of people just like following Tanya around.
And that's what I was talking about. Like, for example, in JoJo's, when we see von Stroheim, like, there's such little of a Nazi doing a good thing that doesn't give you a chance to be like, yeah!
It's kind of funny that Japanese anime has protagonists that are Nazis.
It's just a trope at this point.
Well, I know that they were allies in World War II, but do you really think, like, in 2021, authors are really thinking, like, Germany helped us out so much in World War II, I'm gonna write them in a good light?
They know what they were. Honestly, I just think that they use it to almost like a head turn kind of thing.
Remind me what we're talking about?
Oh, as far as like getting Nazis out of some other characters?
Yeah, I guess it's like a different form of storytelling. You know what I mean? Because you wouldn't expect like a narrative to want you to sympathize with a bunch of Nazis.
It's almost like a shocking variable kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You get me?
Yeah.
But at this point, you're rooting for the Nazis.
But then, okay, so like starting like the next episode, we start getting like this alternate, we're getting like a family of antagonists, which like end up being Americans, and you know what I mean? These are my people. These are our people. But they're like obviously the bad guys because we're following a bunch of fucking Nazis. Yeah. So out of nowhere, episode 7 starts, the Battle of the Fjord, where it's this American guy at home about to get shipped out to war to go help the Republic, which would be like England or France or one of them two. And he is given a brand new like engraved rifle from his daughter, and it has his initials on it. And his assistant, like his coworker is like, yo, your daughter must really be worried about you if you think if she feels like she has to give you a rifle with your initials on it. And the end of that episode is just Tanya blowing him the fuck up in the most brutal way possible.
Him alone. There's nobody else.
All he's doing is like trying to be the good guy and like trying to like protect civilians or some shit. But Tanya's been given the order to like destroy the morale of all these people at the fjord. So she goes full fucking genocidal maniac, just trying to destroy this whole fucking city, this whole fucking town, this whole fucking population of people. And this one nice guy gets murked by this 12-year-old girl while trying to save everybody.
Because again, yeah, like other nations have their own mages,
right? But
they're very like
shitty.
Non-power. Yeah, they're very shitty.
Everybody that's not the Empire is just super fucking shitty at everything.
Yeah,
and like that again. So I'm thinking about like actual World War II, and I'm like, is that why the Nazis were good? Was it a technology thing? Like, were they trained better? Like,
it was speed, bro.
It was just speed. It was just straight, just being like, hey, we're not going to kill you for another 2 weeks. Everybody mobilize tomorrow. We're going to get them.
Bro, like, I don't know. I had to be the speed because, like, the Vietnam War, our boys were getting high on heroin. They weren't doing shit.
Yeah, we were taking speed in that war.
Huh?
We were taking speed in that war.
Somebody had to be taking speed. But, I mean, I'm saying, like, it had to be some sort of... I don't know. When I think about a Nazi German fucking actually trying to take over the world kind of army mentality, yeah. I mean, because how easy it is now to trick somebody into, like... You know, I mean,
invading the capital of the United States.
No, like, yeah, invading the capital of the United States, or you know, enlisting. If you want to enlist, cool, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's not the greatest deal you can get.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and imagine back then, just giving your soldier speed, I'm pretty sure it's gonna do some fucking motivating effects on you.
Back to Tanya the
If
Eagle.
you would fuel the capital fucking insurrection with meth, I'm pretty sure it would have gone a lot crazier.
But this is where they start like trying to answer the motivation of these people even more, because like the very next episode, Trial by Fire, is about like it reminded me of how the German invasion of Paris happened in World War II, because it's about the Republican Army, which is the Republic of France, right? And it's about how the Empire's army, the German army, already controls their lead city, Arene City, but it's being taken over by rebels, and like they're disrupting like our forces there, but we can't go too hard because we're going to kill a bunch of civilians, and we're trying to occupy this territory, and if we get the civilians against us, then they won't want to join our cause, and they're only going to see us as enemies, and then they're going to join other rebel causes, and it's going to come to bite us in the ass later. Tanya's solution to this is just murder everybody. So easy stuff. So, and she tries going through it the right way. Like, she really does do the voice. Well, she doesn't do the voice this time, but she does the projection where it's like, under international law, headquarters tells them, because the rebels are there, unless you give them warning first, you can't really open fire on everybody. So, without doing the little girl voice, in her normal voice, she's just like, hey, we're here to liberate this city because this is now the Empire City, and if you rebels don't leave, we're gonna have to murder you all. And
no, that's crazy, because I was just looking at this video that apparently most of the time what like the army does right now in wars is like, if you see that there's some people somewhere out there, like you have to go check up on them before doing actually anything.
Yeah.
But it's like getting yourself exposed almost, because they're obviously gonna shoot at you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's some shit like that.
Yeah, and this is like the exact opposite, because obviously this Arene City is the Republic people's city, right? So they're like, no, dude, like, you're some weird imperial Nazi, and we're not gonna do what you say. Why would we do that? And she just starts murking everybody, just like destroying this entire fucking city.
Is this what happened with the gas?
Yeah.
Yeah? That shit was ridiculous, bro. This dude was trying to light a cigarette, and he strikes the match.
Yeah.
And it just blows up on his face, and it blows up like the entire like trench, like fucking miles across.
Yeah, because the Imperial Army has like drawn a line of explosives underneath the trench, and he didn't know that.
It reminds me like a good war movie, because you have some sort of dialogue between the enemies that air quotes enemies of the Empire. That they're like, yo, can you tell the fucking headquarters that the Germans are coming, you know what I'm saying, or the imperialists are coming, and they can't get communications, and then you have this kind of fear, like this. It reminded me of like Dunkirk almost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great watch.
Were you watching any of the after credit scenes?
Yes.
Okay, so you saw the one where that American guy like comes back to life after a certain point.
Yeah,
I think that's the end of this episode. Like either episode 9 or episode 10. No, episode 8 or episode 9. We get an after credit scene of the guy that Tanya already killed, like comes out of his coma, and his supporting officers looking at him is like, what happened? What'd you think about it? And he's like, I just had a dream where I spoke to God for forever, and he said to kill that fucking Nazi bitch. And we as the audience are just like, oh no.
Yeah, dude, it's the tensions get super high, and I like it because it keeps doing that.
Yeah, it keeps doing that. And like, what's cool about that though is that Tanya never does that anime thing where the protagonist doesn't actually know what's going on. Like, after every occurrence of a stronger mage or a bigger enemy or a new fucking force on their ass, she's like, this is fucking Being X's fault. I'm gonna fucking kill him one of these days.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah,
she threatens God after every mishap in her life, but she's right. Like, all of these things are just God trying to punish her.
Yeah, because none of this would happen again if she would fucking worship God.
Yeah, if she would just worship God and mean it, like, none of this would have to happen.
crazy stuff, man. Fun anime.
Hilarious anime. We're skipping through a little bit, but the big thing as far as the main season 1 is concerned is that this fucking zombie dude comes back to kill Tanya during their next big ass battle. He almost ends up getting her and ends up like almost murking her, but she does her mega prey ability and kills him.
Yeah, or survives the blast.
No, I think he dies this time. After their second battle, he actually dies. But the after credit scene that episode is that his daughter is now joining the United States military to get revenge for her dad.
Yeah, and that's how you make terrorists, people. Through war.
Through war. And that, I think that's about it. As far as the main season's concerned, that's about it. Because season 2 the movie is about the daughter.
Yeah.
Which, her name is something super dumb in American.
Mary Sue?
Yeah, her name is Mary Sue. Yeah. Which is just like,
it was stupid.
It's the most annoying name, but then she also has motivation from God. So it's the same movie over again. But again, when I was watching the movie, I'm seeing the same scenes and the same aerial battles. And I'm like, I'm still not over this. I'm still having a great time. Like...
Yeah, you have a good time because, we did skip through some, but this is what we skip through is just mainly battles, which are really badass.
Yeah,
the flying sequences, the fucking blasts are really good. But we see. But
every couple episodes is the same thing. It's like
yes, exactly.
New nameless mission, new nameless enemy. It could be any of the enemies that we've been.
And they just start like expanding the line a little bit.
Yeah,
and then throughout that, like she gets some some commendations, like, oh, good job, Tanya, good job, you're doing great, blah blah blah, and that's it. That's pretty much what we skipped.
Yep.
At this point, we're with the American girl, and she's like, "I fucking swear, I'm gonna kill fucking Tanya.
I'm gonna kill her no matter what."
Like very Mary Sue of her, just being like, I don't know.
And again, in writing,
it gives me like that vibe from the main robot from Westworld.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to bring up is A New Hope and how what's her name, Ray, was seen as a Mary Sue, because in writing, and Mary Sue is somebody that's like super overpowered and everything good to her just kind of happens anyways. Like, it's seen as poor writing because it doesn't actually give like a reason it's happening. She's just good and overpowered because female antagonist kind of thing. And that's how Mary Sue is. Like, she's older than Tanya. She's maybe like a 16-year-old girl, which it's weird.
It's magic.
It would have been fucking weird if any woman was in the United States military being shipped to Europe at this time, but it's even weirder that it's like a 16-year-old girl. But she's good at magic. She's like overpowered. You know what I mean? Like, the minute she enters the battlefield, like, everyone's like, dude, she has this super...
Mary Sue?
Yeah.
Didn't Mary Sue have to like train a shitload and she was shitty and she's kind of good?
She's really good by the time she's introduced, because you're right, she had a hard time, but then she found out her dad died and she dedicated herself to God, so now she has the same like overpowered magic ability as Tanya, where as long as she praises God, she can like unlock this magic ability.
Yeah.
So that's what ends up happening, because her first interaction with Tanya is Tanya's killing... They blow up Moscow, which never happened in World War II. You know what I mean? It's like a really big deal, because Tanya's sent to disrupt the fucking commies, and instead of just like disrupting the line, she's like, you know what? We're just gonna go blow up the Capitol, just because I said so.
And they do this fucking fake propaganda videos that they're already ruling Russia. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, which like...
to think about now and like our story. Like,
but see, that's why I think it's cool that we're getting into like this alternate reality, because in the main season, it almost seems like, yeah, that's almost how World War II almost happened. You know what I mean? Like, a few less victories from the Nazis, but yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, they were American shit, and then the fucking Russians got in there, the Americans got in there, and that's it.
But I think that it's cool that there's actual like historical accuracies, because
factoids.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because so they blow up Moscow, which is the capital of the commies, and it's a big fucking deal, and Mary Sue gets her ass handed to her by Tanya. But Tanya's now afraid of her because she saw that she has that magical unlock ability when she praises to God. So then the end of the movie basically is Tanya's having the second battle with the chick, and she's just going straight OP. Because right away, she goes straight for Tanya's face, and she's just praying God and doing these giant fucking explosions and destroying this whole fucking city in Russia. And the ending visual is Tanya and Mary Sue inside of a church. Mm-hmm. And Tanya finally prays to God and unlocks her magical ability and blows up Mary Sue. Or so she thinks so. But because Mary Sue is so dedicated to God and to killing Tanya, God has given her the ability to, like, withstand that explosion, and she just starts fucking beating the shit out of Tanya. So it's just like this full-grown woman just beating up on a 12-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. And this whole time, it's a Catholic church, because we've talked about Japan's or anime's obsession with the Catholic Church before and the imagery there. So we just see, like, this altar in the background. Mm-hmm. And we see, like...
It's almost like a Zelda shrine.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like that very first shrine in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And it looks so fucked up. But the thing about it is Tanya doesn't even... Tanya almost dies, and the only reason she gets out of it is because Mary Sue turns her back to her and thinks Tanya's basically dead. And Tanya just throws, throws a knife into her back.
At her. Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. That's really what the movie is about. Yeah, because
it's about Mary Sue almost killing Tanya, and Tanya just killing her at the last second.
Because the first 2 acts of the fucking movie, it's nothing but, again, strategy, fucking just. And they even animated in fucking 3D modeling, how they're going around the map, and how they're beating all this, which is cool. But yeah, the movie, it just ends up being that, just a almost fight with Mary Sue. And it's cool that she stabs her in the back. That shit was fucking crazy, because
I thought it was cool that she was American. Too. Yeah. I thought it was cool that she was American. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because, like, the other antagonist here is this dude named Drake, who's her, like, commanding officer.
The American?
Yeah, the American dude. And, like, so Mary Sue gets stabbed in the back and is getting shot. She gets shot, like, 5 times by Tanya, but she's still alive because Drake, like, swoops in and just grabs Mary Sue and dips out.
I thought it was a really good death. Like, at that moment, I'm like, ooh, shit.
That's what I'm saying, but she doesn't die, and that's what kills it.
Yeah, because... Right now, we're at the same church that Mary Sue used to pray in, right?
Yeah.
To
being at
to kill Tanya.
Yeah.
And now she's getting shot up. And the thing, and you even see, like, this quick scene of, like, blood splatting, and even the bullet hits, like, this shrine, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
And then you think it's a badass death. I'm like, oh shit. You know, it's like, you know, dust to dust, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Crazy. And yeah, she doesn't fucking die because she made this fucking relationship with the fucking, not relationship, but, like, you know, like a friendship, or I don't know, that guy was like her father figure.
Drake?
Yeah.
Well, Drake was her commanding officer.
Okay.
But after Mary Sue's first battle with Tanya, Mary Sue noticed that Tanya is fighting with the engraved gun that Tanya got from killing her father.
Nice.
So now she even more so wants to kill her. And Tanya feels bad because she didn't fully kill Mary Sue. Mary Sue feels bad because she didn't kill the girl that killed her dad. And that's just basically setting up for season 2. If I were to make an assumption about season 2 that's coming out, like, soon because it was announced recently and anime has a really quick turnover time, I would assume it's probably either coming out winter 2022 or fall 2021 if I were to make an assumption. But it's gonna be fire, and it's gonna be all about Mary Sue.
We've been watching a lot of 12-episode animes. Mm-hmm. I believe our next episode with Dr. Stone is gonna be our first 24 episode in a while.
In a minute, yeah.
Yeah, and it's crazy how good anime is. This anime is really good. I would recommend it to anybody, I guess, entry level, anybody.
It's, like, sad that it's not more popular in the United States.
It's really good.
It feels so fire because there's even an OVA on Crunchyroll. So, like, on Crunchyroll, it's weird how they number their episodes, especially on the app. It says the movie's season 22. And
same title, followed by a fucking...
It says movie in parentheses.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to understand that that's the movie. But then...
Doesn't show you the entirety of the title.
Yeah. But, like, I think that's also because like Funimation bought Crunchyroll and we're all just waiting for that merger to actually fucking happen.
Come on, hurry up.
But then, yeah, because I'm paying for both. Can you please just get this on? Yeah. But then it says season 23, which is the OVA. And the OVA is called The Desert Pasta, which, like, you think is going to be some weird, overdrawn military thing. But it literally just ends up being, like, the mage... But, oh, hold on. Before I even get into The Desert Pasta, I need to explain the end of the movie. Because the end of the movie is Tanya again stumbling upwards. Because she goes to the generals. Mm-hmm. And she's like, guys, listen... I'm tired of fucking getting my ass kicked. I'm tired of almost dying. Please send me to the back of the line position. Like, I'm fucking over this. And
so this is where... this is what you're talking about. Somebody that is not on crack or speed as a soldier. Like, there's no way you can win an all-out war because the dialogue piece is like, oh, the United States are coming. It's coming.
Tanya's telling the generals this.
Yeah. And, like, they're coming. It's like, there's no way these little victories, in air quotes... they're not really victories. You're really just holding the line. Yeah. Pretty much. And there's no way we could just go to war if the Unified States join. So, yeah. So she's like, she tells them, hey, I think I should be strategizing, being a strategist, like sitting in an office and actually looking at this war, like from up top, like through a map.
Because her idea is she's going to both study and do research on recommendations that will make the army more efficient. Because she agrees that, like, we're fighting on too many fronts and we're not being efficient enough with our resources that we can actually win on every front. So the main general from before, like, hears her out and is the only person in the room that, like, actually takes her into consideration. And he's like... And he does the same thing that he did when he recruited her to make the battalion. He's like, you're right. I'm going to give you 2 months to make your whole ass, not battalion, but a platoon now. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm going to give you foot soldiers. I'm going to give you tanks and heavy infantry. And you're still going to have your battalion of mages. And you have 2 months to make all your recommendations. And then after those 2 months, she gets sent to the front lines all over again because she did such a good job with her research that that headquarters implemented all of her changes into the military and is like, you know what? Test those in the field now. Crazy.
Fucked up.
And it's so in theme. Like, I was laughing at the end because it's so, like, that's Tanya the evil. Like, she wants so bad to be a bum and just to be like a bitch all in of herself that it's like ironic that she keeps getting her life threatened by being sent to the front lines.
And then it's also funny because she's trying to get a vacation for her man, like for a while, for a couple of episodes. Like, she's trying to get like their battalion like a fucking break. Because even morality is discussed in the anime, and like how I remember this part in the movie when they're all hanging back at home. He's like, oh, it feels weird to try to relax. It's like PTSD. And it's just weird to have it mentioned. Yeah, no, but you're right. That's the ironic part because it's like I want my men to relax for a couple months, but the whole time they're relaxing, they're having what they call front line syndrome. Mm. They've spent so much time on the front line, they can't just chill out. Fucking heart rate is like 145.
And it's just so funny because, like, immediately going from finishing the movie, which is that scene where it's just like, wow, we can't relax even because we have frontline syndrome, to the OVA called Operation Desert Pasta, where it's just like them on the southern front line, like when World War II was fought in Egypt as well. But it's about them just fucking around. It's like the least serious part I've seen of Tanya the Evil because it's like they start out the Colonel Rurugan, the super Japanese looking guy, has like an excess of pasta at his base and he sends it to the southern line to Tanya's battalion, and they're excited because they're like, oh, we don't have to eat this shit ass bread anymore.
But it's just pasta.
But it's just pasta. Like, there's no water, there's no seasoning, there's no sides,
dry pasta.
There's no sauce, there's no tomatoes, there's no. It's just the dried pasta.
That sucks.
And like everyone's excited. They're like, we don't have to eat bread. And Tony's just like, guys, we're in the desert and we don't even have enough water to cook this pasta.
Yeah.
So Tanya, this is why I say that she's not truly evil, because she really does care about her men, because like the men are clearly excited about the pasta, and she's like, fuck, how do I fix this situation for them so that we can actually cook the pasta? She points at a base on the map and she's like, okay, we're gonna blow up these guys and maybe they have water. She blows up those guys, they have water, they make the pasta, and all the guys are like making this statement about like, oh, it's cool that we're not eating bread, but like this shit's not seasoned, like this shit's whack.
You know, it's funny how you're like, yeah, she's not really evil. I'm sure Nazi generals care about their men. True.
But see, it's easier for me.
I think the way the title is portrayed is like, as you know,
it's easier for me to sympathize with these people because there's not like
say it again.
Like, it's easier for me to sympathize with these individuals because there's not. It's never mentioned like ethnic genocide. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like. In this alternate universe with war. This version, it's just war.
It's a game of Risk.
In this alternate universe of Germany, they're not really out here committing like cultural genocide on a minority group within their borders.
You're right. You
know what I mean? So it's a lot easier for me. So like in this reality, as far as canon's concerned, in the anime, there's no gas chambers. You know what I mean? There's no concentration camps. Like, it might be there, but it hasn't been explained, so I have to assume it doesn't exist.
Correct. In this anime.
Like, fuck Nazi Germany. That's not what I'm fucking saying. Fuck Nazi Germany. Like, I'm not, like, my universe, Nazi Germany, like, Drew Earth 1 Nazi Germany, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
As far as, like, Tanya the Evil's concerned, it's a whole different thing. So, anyways, so they get the pasta. It ends up being bland.
This is great.
And they're like, where do we get... The headquarters has given them a job to like try to cover the area but strategically do it, and Tanya doesn't have a real plan, you know what I mean, because she wanted to be safe at home, and she's having a strategic meeting with the officers of her battalion, and the dumbass corporal, what's her name, the one with the weird name, Corporal Suburyakov, is looking at the map after their shit night of pasta and points at these people on the coast and is just like, you know what? I know this part of Egypt has really good seasoning. We should bomb there. And she's like shitting herself. She's like, I just said that in front of Dekuracha. She's about to murder me. This can't be happening. But then she like stumbles over herself and says a bunch of stuff really quickly. It's just like, oh, the strategic positioning is good, and I'm sure they're poorly defended, and like it'll be easy to break the lines of defense. And they go there and they get the seasoning, and then immediately when they get the seasoning and they get cheese, and they're like, you know what, I want potatoes, I want sides, and they just keep jumping from location in the desert to do stuff like that. But then we get a piece of dialogue from like the commander of the opposing army where he's just like, how are they realizing that the weakness in our allied defense is that if you attack on the borders of each nation, that the other nation can't actually come and defend? So again, she's just accidentally succeeding, which is like the most hilarious part of Tanya the Evil, and why I say like it's partially a comedy.
Hell yeah. No, it's definitely a comedy. It's definitely a comedy. It's really good. You know, at some point we almost get a beach episode, but they get called into the front line again. Like,
I was gonna tell you that because when I was watching it, I was like, "Damn,
beach episode."
We get to talk about it, beach episode, because the guys are just like, "Fuck yeah, beach!" and they're just like, "Holy shit, guys, the city's being bombed. We gotta go."
Fuck yeah, dude! Like,
damn
it's fucking funny, dude. But it's a great watch. I don't know. It's good to find like little gems like that, especially 12 episode little gems like this.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's like disappointing because it seems popular enough. You know what I mean? For something to be so popular, it has both a movie, an OVA, and is getting a second season.
It's packed.
You know what I mean? Like that shit must be popular as fuck in Japan. I haven't heard anybody in the US besides John talk about this. I remember when it was first coming out in 2017, I saw Mother's Basement talk about it like briefly on his like anime of the season kind of episode, but I don't remember it being mentioned all that much after that. But even the character designs are dope. You know what I mean?
The character design is awesome. That's what I was about to bring up. It's this weird, again, I'm gonna bring it up, Metal Gear-ish almost animation. Even in the closing, the drawings almost remind me of the concept art of Metal Gear and stuff, you know? And it just looks super cool how they make this little tiny girl actually a main character design that I care of.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I need Tanya the Evil on a shirt.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, that was Tanya the Evil. Look forward to season 2. It was announced like the week after we decided we were going to watch this, which is like crazy irony that it happens like that. Because I feel like we watch so much anime, it's almost like ironic that the minute we talk about something, another season gets announced. But it's like we watch so much anime, the likelihood of that happening increases by the number of anime that we watch
and talk about.
But yeah, everybody watch fucking Tanya the Evil. Prepare for season 2. If you give us enough respondents and give us enough communication that you would like us to watch the entirety of season 2 once it's out, we're more than welcome to doing so. And yeah, I think that's about it. Nerd down?
Nerd down.
Nerd down.
Nerd down.
Welcome to the Nerd Down, where the nerds get down. And what I did want to reiterate at the beginning of this section is that because we're now in July, I really want everybody to be encouraged to use hashtag Lady Nerds in a original tweet or Instagram post to help us donate to Mija's Yes You Can.
Mija, yes you can. Girls can do it too.
Girls can do it too. They can do it probably better. You know what I mean? It's
I would say so.
Privilege is bullshit, and we all need to overthrow the system. So please use hashtag Lady Nerds to help us donate to Mija, Yes You Can, and overthrow said system.
Yes. And speaking of that system, it's almost 4th of July. We just heard of some fucking fireworks out back.
It is almost 4th of July. I don't know if I'm doing anything tomorrow. I don't know if you are.
I'm not doing anything.
Me neither. I feel like I think it's fuck. I don't want to get political. I do want to get political.
I mean, fuck it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do it because I don't think it's like fucking what's the Easter? It's like Easter for me.
I just think it's super sad that like it's what I think of. There's a piece of dialogue in Tanya the Evil, the movie, where Tanya's talking shit about why she doesn't see commies as a threat, because she's like, they're nameless people who see party over country, and so they won't actually have the motivation to do their best in battle. And that ends up biting her in the ass because there's so many people fighting for the party that their actual motivation and like their strength as an individual doesn't matter because they have strength in numbers. Mm-hmm. And that's how it almost feels in the United States now, and that's on both ends. That's on both ends, because it's like, do I support the Democratic Party? No. Do I support real progressivism? Absolutely. Do I like the Republican Party? No. Do I think it's weird that people are more dedicated to one individual in the party as opposed to the party's core beliefs? I think that's really fucking weird, because I grew up with a conservative family. You know what I mean?
I never heard what happened with the whole Biden and the Catholic Church shit. That's a weird shit.
That was part of the reason and the propaganda that people should have not have voted for JFK, because he was the first Catholic president. And the argument there was that, whether true or not, but the prejudice there was that a Catholic will always favor his church more than his country or his people. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what's happening with Biden now, because now the Catholic Church is trying to strong-arm politicians by being like, if you're a politician that supports abortion rights,
you're not Catholic.
You're not Catholic, and we're going to throw you out of the church, and you no longer have rights to a communion anymore. Which is like, if you're really Catholic and you think your soul is eternal as long as you dedicate yourself to God through a Catholic priest, and if you die, you can't get said blessing, that's kind of, you're fucked, right?
Exactly.
And I'm not even fucking Catholic, but like if I suspend my belief and I think like this hyper religious individual that believes like a canon fiction novel, then
yeah,
it sounds scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. Indoctrination is fucking weird.
And I feel so bad for all the families of the people in that building in Florida. Like, that shit's super fucked up. And
fucking hurricanes.
And there's a hurricane coming, and El Paso's getting out of this monsoon season, or getting right into it. Apparently July is monsoon season.
We've been getting some good rain. It's been nice and fresh outside.
There's already people losing their homes.
It's been, yeah, fuck. I just mentioned it on the podcast, right?
What?
About that guy that
Oh, yeah.
is getting investigated. Yeah, dude, that's just crazy.
That shit's evil.
Yeah, but what else do we got? We have the whole month of fucking July pretty much set up.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be the best anime season of the year so far because it's like the spring and winter anime 2021 seasons were like Jujutsu Kaisen and like that time I got reincarnated as a slime and please don't bully me senpai Nagataro and weak ass shit like that. But just this month, we're starting to get, like, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. We're getting Season 2 of Beastars all at once on Netflix. Godzilla Singular Point. It's just...
We're getting that new Evangelion. Or what was that?
The movie...
Yeah.
Is finally getting released in English theaters this month. It's going to be a crazy-ass month for anime watchers. And I think next season, Season 2 of Demon Slayer starts.
So... What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about what number episode this is? Because this is the 50th episode, bro.
Right.
That means that collectively we have like about 50-something episodes?
Yeah.
53? So that's the year of this podcast.
Yeah.
That's an unofficial birthday of this podcast.
Because right after Lloyd moved, that's when me and you talked and like we really locked down like our weekly recording schedule.
Genre, we learned what this was.
Yeah, and this is where we started uploading frequently because like you would think it would be 52 episodes if we were recording every week, but like when we were still getting in the hang of things with Lloyd, like we were uploading every other week and nobody was all that dedicated and it was hard to get everybody to sit down and talk. But it's just so wild like how far we've gotten. We're at like 4,500 total downloads and it's crazy to think about.
Our pilot was on July 6th.
Right.
That is crazy, brother.
And today is July 3rd.
I mean, no, wait. No, the pilot's June 30th. I'm sorry.
June 30th.
Yes.
And that shit popped up to like 100 downloads within the first 48 hours.
That was awesome. Thank you guys, everybody that's listening again. We do this for fun, and since people are listening, we feel like we have a responsibility now. Yeah,
I think so too. And
even if it's just our girlfriends and
Valentine. What I am going to try to do this upcoming week is I am going to try to finally get stickers printed out. I have a design that I'm comfortable with, that I've been working with somebody that I play Yu-Gi-Oh with, and I see him 2 or 3 times a week, and we finally have it down. It's not anything too special. It's basically just our regular purple kanji logo, and it just says Between Nerds Podcast in English lettering on the bottom.
Cool.
But like, I just really finally want to get like some product out there.
We can put one of those in the giveaway for whoever wins this month.
Yeah. Not only will you get a cool anime thing, but you're probably going to get some stickers.
Some stickers, yeah. Like 30 of them.
Probably. And you have to hand them out to everybody. And I want to do the ones that are like, that are weatherproof so that you can put them on your car.
The vinyls one? Oh, yeah, the weatherproofs.
Yeah. Because I want to put one on my windshield.
That'd be cool.
And even besides that, my understanding is you finally watched episode 1 of Rick and Morty, right? Of season 5 of Rick and Morty.
Yes, I did.
Did you like it?
Yeah. And Mr. Nimbus, man.
I think it's cool, and it feels like we're finally getting like side characters fleshed out, because from the first 2 seasons of Rick and Morty, there's so many characters that like the authors, like not even Dan Harmon or Justin Roiland, because I know they're not even that active in the writer's room anymore, and they're more like production minds and like big brain kind of ideas, and they let everybody else do the actual writing. I think it's cool that we're still getting in other pieces of canon within the main story.
Shenanigans.
You know what I mean?
If I would call it. Yeah, it's good to see it. It's good to see it, because last season kind of revolved too much about like the secret of Beth.
Yeah, it felt like they ran out of ideas too. Like it really hurt. Yeah,
but like the shenanigans that we see with the water stuff, that shit was funny. I was watching a review that I don't know if you remember, but the one time that they come back from a water world and he was like, "Yeah, I fucked some mermaids." it's brought up in this episode, in this first episode, that Nimbus is like. Nimbus said something, and Rick is like, "Yeah, that's why I fucked all those mermaids." Something. It's like, "Oh, I knew it was you."
And it's just the Mr. Nimbus thing is such. Even though it's the A plot, it takes up so little screen time because like the B plot is the important plot, and it's this whole like other Narnia world, interdimensional, multi-generational kind of thing, and those are my favorite parts because if you watch Justin Roiland's the Interstellar cartoon, I forget what's called, the Hulu one with the aliens.
Solar Opposites.
Solar Opposites. Yeah. The most interesting episodes end up being the ones about the people trapped inside the wall, yes. Right? And that's how this episode felt because it's a whole other story and narrative happening place in this alternate Narnia world.
So the episode begins when they're literally about to die. They're about to crash into the earth, and one of the side plots is that, I mean, Rick is passed out, bleeding out of his eyes. Fucking Morty's like nose diving into earth with a fucking spaceship. He calls Jessica and is like, "Hey Jessica, I hope you had I wish we would get to know together and whatever." But Jessica's like, "Yeah, I'm down. Let's watch a movie tomorrow." He's like, "Oh fuck, I gotta survive now." So they land on sea. They meet Mr. Nimbus, but when they get back home, throughout the whole Mr. Nimbus narrative, Rick has to prepare some wine for Mr. Nimbus, but instead of buying it, he just puts grape juice into bottles and tells Morty that to leave him in this alternative reality Narnia world,
where time travels faster,
where time travels super fast. Like 1 second, 2 seconds here on Earth, it's fucking, you know,
like a whole generation
time. Yeah. And Jessica comes to the house and Morty's asked to get the wine.
And this is where it just keeps stumbling into herself to the point that she gets trapped in this other Narnia world by the end of it. And she just lives like generations and hundreds of years of time to the point that she really thinks that she's a time god. And even though we're finally thinking, oh, like Morty's finally gonna get Jessica, we're finally gonna get some Jessica backstory, it just ends up Rick and Mortying itself. And it's just like
Jessica just gets traumatized by time.
Yeah, she's just traumatized, and she's back in the real world and thinks she's a real time god.
She's just like, I've seen everything. Like I've known so much. But the whole generation loops, oh dude, it was hilarious because he goes to go get the wine, meets Hoofy, which is like this farmer person that has a pregnant wife,
right?
And he's like, "Hey, what's up, Morty? Just being friendly because the wine had already been there for who knows, fucking 50 years already. It's really good wine by now." So the Hoofy guy helps him get the crate, a couple of them, and crosses to their dimension, which I'm like, that's dumb. Because when he comes back, like, everything's shitty.
Because it's like 20 years later or some crazy shit.
Yeah, his son's already born.
The son's like a full-grown man. The wife has been dead for forever. And he just starts beating the shit out of his dad. And the dad's like, no, it was the boy. It was the boy. And that leads, like, this whole multi-generational thing about,
religion, army against Morty's appearance back.
Because we're all just worried that within, like, 100 years, he's just going to come back and just, like, murder all of them.
It gets fucking crazy. But, yeah, good episode. Good episode. You didn't watch Loki.
I didn't watch Loki, but I did want to warn you about episode 2 of Rick and Morty. It feels like the bank heist episode from like either last season or 2 seasons ago, where it's just like so many fake outs and introspections within each other that aren't real, to the point that like the episode just ends by the time you've even really sure what's even happened. And it's like that on purpose. Like, it's making fun of the people that care about Rick and Morty so much.
Bro, Fast 9?
Did you watch Fast 9? You didn't watch Fast 9? Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm just saying, like, people like that shit, bro.
I can't even remember
if down with it.
I can't even remember if I saw Fast 8.
I didn't see anything past Tokyo Drift.
For sure, I saw the one after what's his face died. I saw the one that's in Alaska, where there's a nuclear explosion and Vin Diesel survives by a cocoon of cars.
That sounds like the past 4 movies, bro.
And I don't even know. But stop watching those. And it's because, like, the film industry still isn't bad. Like, we're getting, like, a small trickle of the movies that have been on hold for the past year or, like, have been done for, like, 2 years already but haven't been released because they didn't want to lose money from the COVID crowd, right?
We get Black Widow next week.
That's what I'm saying. We're finally getting Black Widow, which has been delayed for, like, a year and a half. We get the Green Knight this month, I think.
Ooh, I want to see that.
And Green Knight's been done for, like, 2 years. But they just could never put it out because they didn't want to lose money from COVID. And A24 is like a smaller studio, so they need every fucking dollar there. And I just miss, like, imagine any other year, July, we'd have 5 movies to talk about right now. Like, if it was 2019 even, we'd have Endgame to talk about. We'd have just a plethora of movies, and like I just want to get back into that. I'm tired of society being on hold almost. It feels
capitalism
awful.
is on hold. Yeah.
Well, you're right. Like, I'm totally describing myself as being a slave to capitalism, but
content. I want content.
I need my shit back.
Yeah, we're making content. That's how much content we need.
But besides that, I don't think we have a whole lot. Do you?
A whole lot of what?
Stuff to talk about for the rest of this Nerd Down.
Oh, no. Did we mention the winner?
No, we didn't. Okay, thanks for reminding me. So, the winner of last month's giveaway by using hashtag LGBT Nerds. Hold on, let me run the random number generator that I have up right now. And Aldo, can you verify with me right here? Who's his name say? Who is this?
Hold on. It's still John.
It says John. It says John, so thank you, John Venegas. You'll remember him from like 2 episodes ago. He helps us with our ReZero content. Shout out to Trickstar117. You won our June giveaway by using hashtag LGBT Nerds, and we'll be sure to hit you up, and
we'll ship you that. Just give us your address.
Yeah, we're gonna ship you that all the way to the west side of El Paso.
You'll get a sticker with it.
Yeah, and we'll get you some Between Nerds stickers. But if anybody else wants, and you're going to see pictures of like this cool ass shit we're sending John. You know what I mean? And just like last month with Kirby, like we're really sending out cool shit. You know what I mean? Like if you want a cool anime figure for free, just use hashtag Lady Nerds this month.
I thought the one that we gave Kirby was fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm thinking the one we get for John's gonna be equally as dope, and it's gonna be something he loves. Like I'm already thinking about like ReZero figures I've been seeing because
he might already have it.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna get it for him again. But if you want cool free anime shit, please use hashtag Lady Nerds in the month of July in an original tweet or Instagram post to be automatically entered into our giveaway. And for every like and retweet an original tweet or Instagram post using hashtag Lady Nerds, we will be giving to Mihai. You can do it.
And we got some of July already planned out. We're watching Dr. Stone next week.
We're watching Dr. Stone for episode 51.
We might bring CJ in.
To talk about One Piece during the Nerd Down as well. And he did show an interest in watching Dr. Stone season 1.
I just want to get into the good animation part in One Piece already, bro. I'm not there yet.
It doesn't happen until episode 900, though. So it's like, I don't even know what to tell you. It doesn't even...
And the animation doesn't.
One Piece didn't get good animation wise until 2 years ago.
No.
So like you have up until like episode 900 something until it gets like real good because it even looked like shit 3 years ago.
Don't get me wrong. The story is good.
Yeah.
It's just the animation. I want to see something else. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. But you just have to stick it out or just start watching from the current arc. But even so, so we're gonna watch Dr. Stone. And then we're watching... What are we watching? We're watching...
Odd Taxi.
Odd Taxi, which just finished. That. And like like I've mentioned before, I watch a fuck ton of Mother's Basement videos. He won't stop talking about Odd Taxi. Mm-hmm. And then we're watching... Is that Durarara? No.
Durarara?
Is that one that week?
Or K-On! K-On's last.
K-On's last.
So yeah, Durarara.
Yeah, so the next one... So the one after that is Durarara. And then after Durarara, we're going to be watching K-On! And like, I remember once you brought up that Beastars comes up this month, I thought about dropping K-On! And putting Beastars in that spot. But then we started getting feedback on Twitter about how people are excited that we're going to be watching K-On! So I'm like, now I can't drop that. So it's going to be a great fucking month, and probably the episode after K-On! We're probably just going to watch Beastars then, which means we'll get like 2 musically driven anime like 2 weeks in a row. Like, the month of July is stacked. Half of August is already stacked. And please just listen along with us. Like, we appreciate you all.
Yeah, watch with us too. I believe that brings a lot to the table. But with any concerns, just email us or, tag us, DM us Between Nerds in all platforms, and email us to betweennerdspodcast@gmail.com. Use the hashtag Later Nerds. That's a great hashtag.
I love that hashtag. And I think that's about it. This has been Between
Nerds.